The result of education on an individual's life has no boundaries. It impacts families, neighborhoods, and communities, our workforce, our economy, healthcare and social welfare, our juvenile justice system, and our prisons. And nothing has the potential to make such a significant difference in the quality of life of an individual, a community, and a nation. That's why you cannot have a serious conversation about the economy today without having a serious conversation about education. They are interconnected, and the strength of one is dependent upon the strength of the other. And just as our students today are interconnected with youth across the global networking communities, they also will be in competition for careers with students across the globe. Yet in many ways, we prepare them within the classroom walls rooted in an industrial economy. Ours is a system that has not kept pace with today's technological advances and the global economy. Nor does it address much of what we know about how students learn and in what context we should be instructing them. These are the topics educators have been struggling with some time now, certainly since the 21st century. We've made some progress, but hardly enough. In San Bernardino County, not unlike other cities and counties across our state and nation, we remain challenged by inadequate and unreliable funding sources, high numbers of students dropping out of school, low graduation and college-going rates, and a myriad of social and family issues that impact the learning readiness of our students each and every day. We must respond in new and innovative manners to these critical issues. It is up to us to create a new reality for our staff and students, one that prepares our students for a future we envision in the global economy in which they will live and lead. These are the very issues County School is looking into intensely through the Cambridge strategic planning process. Through strategic planning, we are working with stakeholders countywide, building a roadmap for the future of education in San Bernardino County. We began in September with a strategic planning team made up of individuals from our communities that represent the many diverse educational stakeholders across our county. And as a member of the strategic planning team, I can tell you that the 3-day planning session facilitated by Dr. Lindsay Gunn from Cambridge Strategics was a very intense, inspiring, and productive session. Our planning team members had a great deal of energy, compassion, commitment, and a range of ideas to create a draft strategic plan. They met to thoroughly discuss our purpose as an organization and to ensure we are delivering the highest quality programs and services to our districts, schools, students, and families. And I would like to thank our strategic planning team members, and I know that some of them are here today. If you would please stand and let us acknowledge you. Just as a side note, Dr. Gunn asked us to put about 15 people together for this committee. And we did our best, Dr. Gunn, but you can see that we're a very collaborative county. And so we showed up with 27. And I want to specifically thank and acknowledge Dr. Lindsay Gunn, who is here today as well. So without Dr. Gunn's facilitation and guidance, we could not have developed a plan with such thoroughness and distinctive characteristics. Lindsay, would you please stand and let us acknowledge you? Dr. Gunn knows our business because he served as an educator for 19 years in the Plano Independent School District in Dallas, Texas. First as a high school math teacher, then as a high school counselor, assistant principal, and on up to district superintendent. Dr. Gunn guided us through a rigorous 3-day schedule of working together to build foundational elements of our strategic plan. You can see the elements represented here in this various stages, the Cambridge model of strategic planning. We developed belief statements that represent the fundamental values of our organization, and a mission statement that possesses a depth of spirit and states with precise clarity the purpose of our organization and that to which we aspire. Our objectives declare an uncompromising commitment to achieve specific results that exceed present capability. The strategies are bold resolutions that dictate our resources and energies to achieve our mission and our objectives. Action plans take our strategic plan to the implementation stage, and parameters are imperatives that keep us true to ourselves, our beliefs, and our mission. As a result of this work, I would like to present to you the County Superintendent of Schools' new mission statement. The mission of the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools is to transform lives through education. Working in collaboration with school districts, other agencies, families, and our community partners, we provide leadership, advocacy, and services to ensure innovative, inspiring educational practices. This endeavor is essential to the quality of life and the economic vitality of our communities. That's right. We are not yet finished with our strategic plan at this time. We have more than 150 volunteers that include representatives from our community as well as many county school employees working on developing plans of action that will move us into a new reality where extraordinary educational communities allow every student to maximize their own unique potential. Of course, a plan is nothing more than words on paper unless it is implemented. And I've not worked with a more knowledgeable, innovative, and committed group of professionals than the staff at County Schools Office who will set out to do this work. The strategic planning provides us with a sharpened focus to deploy resources in alignment towards a defined mission and purpose. Now, at County Schools, our focus always brings us back to students. And I would like to share with you a little bit more about two young men you've already been introduced to today. Jarrell Kilpatrick was the student representative on the strategic planning team, and I cannot begin to tell you how valuable his contributions were and how impressed I am with him. He is an intelligent, articulate, and respectful young man who is righting his wrongs. See, Jarrell attended our juvenile court school model gateway program, which is a partnership with county schools and probation. He has also gained work experience in our award-winning ROP horticultural program. And he is currently a student at San Bernardino Valley College and is employed with the Urban Conservation Corps as a result of a unique partnership we have with AmeriCorps. Jarrell aspires to be a firefighter and to serve in the military. And given his determination and positive attitude, I have no doubt that he will accomplish his goals. Jarrell is accompanied today by a number of his teachers and mentors. And Travis Anthony Schmaas, who announced the patriotic observances for us today at the beginning of our program, is a senior at Los Osos High School in the Chapey Joint Union High School District. Travis is one of a small group of students who received a perfect score on his SATs. To tell you how rare that is, in 2010, of the 1.5 million who took the SAT nationally, only 382 students received a perfect score. With the desire to be a theoretical physicist, Travis' top college choices are MIT, Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, Harvard, Stanford, and a whole bunch more I heard from his parents today. And I learned that Travis recently became an Eagle Scout, a distinction that he and I share. Travis' parents are quite proud of him. And they are with us today. His father, Gregory, is a retired county sheriff, and his mother, Karen, is a deputy district attorney for San Bernardino County. She's also one of the mock trial judges. So congratulations. Travis and Jarrell's stories, while very different paths, are both public school success stories. So for anyone who claims public education is not doing the job, I recount. Every student can succeed. As our new mission states, we are transforming lives through education. Let's applaud Jarrell and Travis for their accomplishments. Public school success stories abound countywide. And despite withstanding another year of school funding restraints, students, staff, schools, districts continue to achieve and excel in a number of indicators and with state and national recognitions. The county's growth on the Academic Performance Index, the statewide measure for academic performance, jumped in 2011 to 757 points, an increase of 11 points, and the fourth consecutive year in a row of double-digit growth by schools in San Bernardino County. "77% of the county's 33 school districts made progress on their APIs. Additionally, a record number of schools from San Bernardino County reached the state standard of 800. All total, a record 171 schools from the county have reached the state standard. This slide shows the top individual schools in the county that showed the most API growth. Let's congratulate these schools. I can tell you a 50-point gain is significant, ladies and gentlemen. We also had 9 more schools break the 900 API growth mark. And you will see them highlighted on the slide behind me. This is an incredible achievement. Please join me in applauding them. There are now 29 schools in the county that have reached the 900 or more on API growth. Now, looking at API scores countywide over time, since the beginning of the Public School Accountability Act, the growth countywide is astounding. In 1999, only 14.8% of schools countywide scores were at or above 700 on the Academic Performance Index. In 2011, 83.3% of schools countywide at or above 700 on API. Completely flipped the story, ladies and gentlemen. These gains can be attributed to the hard work of students, teachers, support staff, administrators, families, board members, and the great commitment in this county towards academic achievement. These 4 San Bernardino County secondary schools were named 2011 California Distinguished Schools. They were among only 97 California middle and high schools statewide to receive the distinction for their exemplary and inspiring school programs. The San Bernardino County Distinguished Schools are Big Bear High School in the Bear Valley Unified School District, Ruben S. Ayala High School in the Chino Valley Unified School District, Day Creek Intermediate in the Etiwanda School District, and Colonel Joseph C. Rodriguez Prep Academy in the San Bernardino City Unified School District. Congratulations. Two San Bernardino County schools were selected as nominees to the National Blue Ribbon School Program for 2011. The National Blue Ribbon Program awards schools that have shown their students achieve at very high levels and set the standard for excellence. Our National Blue Ribbon nominees are Judson and Brown Elementary in the Redlands Unified School District and Lytle Creek Elementary in the San Bernardino City Unified School District. Nice job. Congratulations. At county schools, we're very proud to have one of the largest school building programs in the state for a county office of education. We believe that up-to-date and stable student housing can enrich the learning environment for students. We opened a new school in 2011 here in San Bernardino, the Tri-City County Community Day School, which serves secondary-aged alternative education students. We will be opening the Apple Valley County Early Education Center next month. This new school will meet the educational needs of preschool-age special needs students for many years to come. County Schools was presented also with a cost savings opportunity this past year with the option to purchase a permanent administrative facility using redevelopment agency funds. The Briar Street building is located in San Bernardino and will house our business, personnel, and information technology staff. We will be moving staff out of the long-term lease facility into Briar later in the spring, which will bring some relief to the office's general fund. Coupled with the fact that redevelopment agency funds can only be used for capital outlay projects, this is a prudent move for the organization that will bring about long-term savings during difficult financial times. We recognize that in order to transform lives, our students must remain in school, be engaged in relevant educational options, and graduate prepared for post-secondary educational training and careers. The high school dropout rate is a national epidemic, and we know San Bernardino County's is unacceptable as well. The good news is that it's moving and improving in the right direction. San Bernardino County's dropout rate registered at 20.9% for 2009-10. This reflects the most accurate data compiled using a statewide student data system referred to as CalPADS. 4 years ago, when CalPADS data first came out, the dropout rate was 26.3% of San Bernardino County high school students leaving over 4-year periods. I'm encouraged to see the needle moving in the right direction, but we must continue our steadfast efforts in this area with our Everyone Counts Call to Action initiative, the District Attorney's Let's End Truancy program, and our Model School Attendance Review Boards, or SARBs, and a multitude of other district and interagency initiatives. Our countywide SARB network is one great example of helping reduce dropout rates and boost graduation rates. 31 of the 33 school districts in San Bernardino County have active SARB boards. Our office works to provide districts with technical assistance, and the district attorney's office provides attorneys to sit on those panels. And basically, their job is to cite parents and students for violation of truancy statutes. The result? There was a significant drop in the number of truancies over a 3-year period from 2007-8 to 2009-10. That was a 90% decrease in the reported number of students who had irregular attendance over 3 years. In addition, there was a drop-off of 30% among county students categorized as habitually a truant from school during the same time frame. Also, there was a big impact in the reduction of students given district attorney referrals. Over 3 years, there was an 80% decrease in the number of referrals to the district attorney. Partnerships such as this can keep students on track for success, sometimes break generational cycles, and help to create healthier families and safer communities. Now, sometimes it takes collaboration to intervene in the life of a student to transform, or the transformation to occur. And other times that collaboration can mean clearing the path for the students. K-12 and higher education can work together to clear the way for more of our graduating seniors to attend college by showing students they already possess the skills necessary to be on a path towards a successful post-secondary education. That's one of the efforts taking place with the Inland Area Early Assessment Program Collaborative, which is a collective effort among the California State University San Bernardino, University of California Riverside, Cal Poly Pomona, local community colleges, the San Bernardino and Riverside County Offices of Education, and local school districts. The EAP is designed to give high school students an early indication of college readiness in English language arts and math, and avoid incoming students' need for remediation. The common goal of the collaborative is to ultimately have assessments used as a common indicator of college readiness for public universities and community colleges in our region. The growth seen in the number of county students taking the assessments over the past 3 years has steadily increased. Passing rates have soared, improving 42% in English and 54% in math over the same 3 years. For 2011, more than 26,000 juniors took the assessment in English last year as a part of the California Standards Test. That's more than 78% of the 11th graders enrolled countywide. As shown in the chart, the students who took the English portion of the test, 16% deemed college ready. For the math portion of the test, 11,767 county students took the assessment in 2011. That's 35% of the junior class. Nearly 54% of the county students who took the test qualified as either college ready or conditionally ready in math. I'm convinced that the mandatory participation in EAP would greatly improve high school graduation, college-going rates, college completion rates in San Bernardino County, and would produce a region of successful students and productive citizens. For college preparation, career readiness, innovative and relevant educational opportunities in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, also are key to ensuring success of students. According to Education Week's 2012 Quality Counts report, Americans account for more than a quarter of the college-educated workforce among the nations that belong to the G20, the largest representation of any such country by far. But the United States' share of the global college-educated population fell from about 36% among 55 to 64-year-olds to 21% among 25 to 34-year-olds, partly because of the surging college attainment of foreign countries such as China and India. In San Bernardino County, 19% of the population of residents over the age of 25 have at least a bachelor's degree. To realize a robust and thriving economy, we must revitalize our workforce with a strong pipeline of highly trained and college-educated workers in the STEM disciplines. The County Schools Alliance for Education has the unique advantage to capitalize on the strengths of its many partners in education, business, labor, government, and community and faith-based organizations to build such skills among a broad swath of students across our county. Currently, the Alliance is working with 14 school districts in the county to bring STEM-focused educational program to students. The 5-year goal of the Alliance is to implement STEM-related programs countywide by 2016. We can transform our county into one that is equipped with a well-educated, highly prepared, and productive workforce stationed to become an economic leader in the region and in the state. Yes, educational opportunity and success are foundations for a strong economy. Yet the economic realities of the last 4 years have only exacerbated the fallout of California's structural deficit, budget deficit, and eviscerated K-12 education funding. The governor's budget proposed for 2012-13 is built on the hope of new taxes and brings schools another year of uncertainty and instability. The governor has proposed a ballot initiative for the November election that provides $6.9 billion in temporary tax increases. $2.5 billion of the new tax revenues is slotted for K-12 education. Now, it's important to note, this is not new funding for schools, but would only begin to pay back the $10 billion in deferrals currently owed K-12 education. The proposal once again includes budget triggers. In the event the initiative fails, 90% of the triggers are cuts to schools, and they equate to $370 per student. This would create an even wider discrepancy between the funding owed to schools under the constitutional guarantee and the funding actually received by schools since 2006-07. That deficit has grown to more than 20%. This deficit is also not addressed by the governor's initiative. With the potential of a trigger reduction comes the window of uncertainty for schools districts. And as many of you know, the reality for school administrators and board members is to make program, staffing, and budget decisions based on a worst-case scenario after years of budget cuts. Our mantra has become hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Just last week, the California Department of Education issued a statement indicating that 127 districts statewide are facing fiscal uncertainty. Nearly a quarter of the 33 districts in San Bernardino County are among them. While many of our districts are struggling to make further cuts in their already skeletal budgets, The governor also proposes a complete change to the way revenue limits and categorical funds are distributed to schools based on a weighted allocation formula. Now, it's interesting to note, when there's no money available, the state is all for local control. When there's money, the state wants to make all the decisions for us. There is no doubt that the way our state funds public schools needs to be completely overhauled. Solving California's school finance system is complex and requires greater policy discussion. One that considers local decision-making for general fund purpose revenues, but also protects gold seal programs that we know work, like AVID and ROP. Despite all the challenges, budget cuts, and policy debates, I continue to witness the banding together of dedicated staff to continue the hard work of educating our students and standing up for fair and equitable funding for California's most precious capital. As a nation and as a people, we place the highest value on education as a democratic right. Yet our state continues to underinvest in our public schools. And I'm convinced that we can create a brighter educational future for all of our students, despite our limited resources and in spite the naysayers that say public schools are not achieving. We know better. And so do the more than 150 individuals serving on action teams defining implementation plans to fulfill our mission and objectives as a part of our county school strategic plan. Our action planning teams are studying ways to transform our educational systems through bold leadership and relevant, engaging educational practices. They are exploring innovative uses of technology to accelerate student learning. Working for the common good, our action team members understand the criticalness of partnerships and the communication as a catalyst to fulfilling our mission and transforming lives through education. Now, in our work as a strategic planning team, we discussed many times the concepts of absolutes and artifacts. Artifacts are those things we have created that are artificial. They may work for a time, but at some point they are no longer effective because systems change, organizations change, times change. Absolutes are those element characteristics which do not change, regardless of what we do. Our inherent value, our beliefs are absolutes. Absolutes always trump artifacts. I shared with you earlier that belief statements are absolutes. Public education in this great country of ours was founded on the belief that it was an absolute right for every individual. Our first work as a strategic planning team was to write belief statements for the County Superintendent of Schools office. And I was truly amazed at just how quickly we came to agreement on them and how they bonded us as a group during our 3 days together. They represent the core values of our organization. Please let us share our work through a video we call We Believe.
We believe that the human mind is incredibly powerful and through lifelong learning has unlimited potential.
We believe that all people have value and deserve to be treated equally with dignity and respect.
We believe each person is unique, has purpose, and can make a powerful contribution to the good of humanity.
We believe that character, governed by integrity, builds positive relationships that transform lives.
We believe that people are meant to serve and care for each other.
We believe that faith, hope, love, and compassion are essential to a positive life experience.
We believe that individuals have the power to make choices, which ultimately determine their course in life.
We believe that communities are interdependent and grow stronger through collaboration and communication.
We believe that there is strength.
There is strength.
Strength.
Strength. Strength in unity.
In unity.
In unity.
Strength in unity.
There is strength in unity!
Not bad, huh? The future is being shaped around us, and whether that future hinders or enhances public education is up to us, advocates and leaders for public school students. Leaders with deep conviction about what is right with public education. Leaders with clarity of purpose and common calling to collectively invest in our schools and in our students. Leaders with uncompromising aspiration to redefine the future of public schools in San Bernardino County. So I invite you to join with the county schools family and me in our mission to transform lives through education. Thank you for your attendance today.